The purpose of this video is to demonstrate how to set up a simple user-defined function in Microsoft Excel. The function we're going to create is the calculation of the future value of a lump sum considering continuous compounding. There already is a future value function for discrete compounding built into Excel. So we don't want to reinvent the wheel. How about we look at continuous compounding, because this is not already a function in Excel. And this is going to be a very simple function. Now what we start with is I'm going to start with my input information so that we can return here and test the function. So I have a present value, nominal rate, number of years, and I want to be able to calculate the future value with continuous compounding. First thing you need to do is make sure you have the developer ribbon available to you. If you don't, just go to File, Options, and Customize Ribbon. And there you can check the box for developer ribbon. So if it isn't already checked, go ahead and check it, and developer ribbon should appear. We're going to then use the Visual Basic icon in the developer ribbon. We click on this icon and up pops the Visual Basic editor. We're starting a new project, so what we do is we insert a module, and now we have a work area. And in this work area we're going to type our function. And we always start a function with the word function. And then we name the function. In this case I'm going to call it FVCONT. I used lowercase so that I can distinguish my functions from those that Excel already has. And then I have my arguments in that function. First one is present value, and the second one is the nominal rate. The third one is the number of years. Now you want to use descriptive names because this will help the user when they try to figure out which argument goes where in the function. It'll also help you if you've forgotten since you wrote this. When you hit enter, the end function will magically appear, the word function will turn blue, and Excel provides a small amount of spacing between the different inputs. I'm going to have an empty line on either side of my calculation so that it's easier to see it. You don't need those extra lines, but I'm doing it anyways. So now what we do is we use that function name because that's what's going to be sent back to the worksheet. And now we do the calculation. I take my present value and I multiply it by e to the power of the nominal rate times the number of years. So I'm going to use the EXP built-in function, and I get a hint in a pop-up from Excel. And now I'm going to put the nominal rate in here, multiplied by the number of years. Close out that bracket, close out the EXP bracket, and now I have my calculation. I hit enter and Excel spaces it out for me. So now I've got a working function, but I want to test to see if it works. So I'm going to move this over here and go back to the worksheet. To see if it works, I go equal FB, and you'll see it come up there. Now if I've forgotten what goes where, I use Control A, and up pops the variable names that I used in the function itself. So then I input the present value, nominal rate, and the number of years. I've got a working function. And just like other functions within Excel, I can change any of the inputs here, and it changes the value in the function. Now what I want to do here is save this, and I'm going to go just ahead and save it in my documents. And I'm going to just give it the name, let's make up the name, future value continuous. And if I could spell it better, I'd be in better shape. And I'm going to save it as a macro-enabled workbook. And the reason I do that is otherwise it'll won't behave, it won't use the Visual Basic editor, and it won't use that Visual Basic information. So we'll go ahead and save this. So now I have a macro-enabled file, as you can tell by the name. The extension is XLSM. Now what I want to do is perhaps use it, set it up so that I can use it for future purposes. Because now we have a working function, it is saved, we can use it as long as we have this workbook open. But what if we don't want to always have this workbook open in order to use it? So we want to use it in other applications. In that case, what we do is we go ahead and File, Save As, and now instead of a macro-enabled workbook, we're going to save it as an Excel add-in. You have to hunt down on your list here to find the add-in, save it as an add-in, and it's going to save it in the add-in section. Now, if we want to use it another time, we can use it as an add-in. So we go to Options, Add-ins, Excel Add-ins, Go. And now what we want to do is just check the box. Now once we do this, then once we open up any other Excel file on this computer, we can use this function. And we can use it straight out without all this information here. We can just say equal FBCONT. It'll be available for use. You put the 3 arguments in and you use it. That's it.